Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing this fun spring makeup tutorial. It's been quite a while since I filmed a tutorial, and I thought with the changing of the seasons, it could be fun to do some fun pops of color. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then just keep watching. I look so pale in this lighting, but first thing we are going to do is start with the eyes. I apologize if I have a lisp. I am wearing some aligners right now, and this is my first time doing a video with them in, so we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm just gonna go in with some concealer. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and buff that in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna do this all over the lid, up to the bridge of the nose, and out over here towards the temples. Okay, and now that that is all blended out, I am just gonna go in with some Too Faced Born This Way translucent setting powder and just gently set that down. Okay, and now we are going to go in with some color. So the palette that I am mostly going to be using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. Now I apologize, mine is filthy, but this is an awesome palette, super pigmented, some fun pops of color, and just good neutrals, but then some fun pops. So I am going to go in with the shade Incense first on a big fluffy brush. We're just gonna blend this up high, not quite to the brow bone, but all across that upper crease brow bone area. Okay, and then up closer to the brow bone, I am going to put this base shade. So this was that incense color, just a nice warm tan shade. Okay, and now I am going to go in with Love, which is that pink shade right there. Also, I apologize for my nails. I tried to do my nails today with a new gel nail polish, and it sucks. I have like 8 coats of nail polish on my nails right now. And from far away it looks good, so we're just gonna roll with it until it starts chipping. Okay, so with Love, I am going to put that in the upper crease all the way across the eye. Okay, that looks pretty symmetrical. So now I am going to cut the crease. So to do this, I am going to use that same ColourPop concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. Take a nice concealer shader brush, put that on the lower portion of my eye, look up, look down, and then it gives you that little mark right there. And that is what you're going to use as your guide. And I like to give my eye, I like to go from the inner corner and round this off so I can see a lot more color, because I have pretty hooded eyes. So I like to really pronounce the lid area when I'm cutting the crease. All right, and now that I have the crease cut on both sides, I'm going to go in with the shade Soul. This is kind of that periwinkle purple color. And I'm gonna put that on another shader brush and just press this in. Okay, so there's our color. It actually came out a little more blue than I was expecting, but we'll just kind of roll with it. Okay, so next I'm going to deepen up the outer edges. So for that, I am going to dip into the Kat Von D Lolita palette. This is just like a nice purple and mauve palette. So since that's a little more blue, I'm gonna go into Con Amour right there. I was planning on using the one that was more purple, but I might use the one that's a little more brown for this. And we're just gonna pack that on the outer corner. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to the Norvina palette and dip into Volatile. So the joy of doing our eyes first is we can be nice and sloppy. We don't have to worry about fallout or creating a nice blended line because we can clean it up before we put our foundation on. So now I'm going to go in with this tiny brush. This is the M562 by Morphe, and pick up that Love color again. That's that pink color that we used. And we are just going to pinpoint this right above that cut crease line. Okay, so I'm actually liking the way that things are looking right now. So I think I will go ahead and clean this up. We're gonna do a little bit of a cat eye. Okay, and then for liner today, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Tattoo liner in Trooper Black. And I'm going to do the babiest of wing liners right here. That's it. Okay, and then I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to go in with the NARS Climax mascara. Okay, and then today I'm going to be wearing some lashes I've never tried before. These are Andrea lashes in the style 91. They're just a little bit different. They look pretty short, but they have like some longer lashes in there as well. So it's just kind of a different style, but they're kind of clustered. So I figured that would be good, so that way you can still see the colors of this look popping through. So I am going to be applying these with my House of Lashes eyelash adhesive and my Tarte's lash applicator. So I'm actually going to pop these on off camera and we'll be right back. Okay, so here's our look with the lashes on. They're definitely an interesting lash. Not like anything I've ever used before, but I think they work. So we'll go with them. Okay, so let's move on to the face. So I am going to use my Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer and NARS Radiance Primer. And just mix those together and put them all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas and just use that in spots where I need some smoothing and blending out some pores. Okay, and I'm not quite sure what shade I am right now. If you guys can tell, my neck is a little bit darker than my face because I put some sunless tanner on a couple of days ago. So I'm not quite sure what shade I am. So I'm going to be mixing a few different foundations. My good old Jouer foundation, a little bit of the Il Maquillage foundation, which is quite lighter than the Jouer I just mixed in there. And then a little bit of the Bare Minerals foundation, which is a little more pink toned. And hopefully we get a good shade with all of those. It looks pretty good. So I'm just blending this out with a beauty blender. All right, I know it looks a little like pale right now, but it actually is like a really good match. So I think once we get it set, it won't reflect as much. So now I'm just gonna go in with some Tarte Shape Tape and just blend that out just under my eyes because it's a little bit bright. And I don't want it to use it on the rest of my face. I'm actually going to use a little bit around my nose, just because that gets really red for me. That is a common spot for women to have a lot of redness. Just it's a hormonal thing. So if you have that, it's totally normal. I just use a little bit of concealer to brighten it up and it does the trick. Okay, next I'm going to do some bronzer. I'm going to use the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick by Benefit. Okay, and then I want a little bit of glow, so I am going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and we're just going to put a little bit of glow back into our skin. We used a couple of kind of mattifying foundations, so just add that back in. And it's springtime, or you could easily do this look in the summer, and so we want to have a little bit of that glow. Okay, so now I'm going to set my under eyes with that same powder from earlier. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm going to dust that away. And then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter and set the rest of my face very lightly. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit of powder bronzer. I am using the Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light. I don't know if Ambient is the shade I'm using, but it's like the light one. Focus. There we go. I'm almost out of this one. I'm kind of doing this project, Operation Pan, where I use up a lot of the products that I have. If you guys are interested in seeing like products I'm using and stuff like that, what I'm working on in Operation Pan, let me know and I'll do a video on it. Let you know what I think about some of those products. And you know, we're pulling some stuff out of my drawers that I haven't used in a long time, and we're just trying to get it used up. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the Estee Edit the Bare Bronzer, and we are going to just throw a little bit of contour on. A little bit of nose contour. And it looks like it's about to start raining, so hopefully it doesn't get too loud in here. It was forecasted to rain like the entire day, and it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and now I think it's actually going to start raining. And there's a chance of snow tonight, so like happy spring, right? Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go in with this blush by Kylie. This is Pink Power, and it is just like a true pink blush, which now that I think of it, I'm a little bit tanner than when I was thinking about doing this look, so just gonna go in a little bit heavy with this. But I just wanted it to be like a cutesy flush of color for spring. Oh yeah, we can definitely still see that. And this, I feel like when you use like a bright kind of like baby pink, true pink blush, it's gonna brighten that shadow. I feel like it looks a lot brighter now. Okay, so highlight, I'm actually gonna come back to. Let's go ahead and finish the eyes right now. So I am going to go back into that Norvina palette, and we're gonna we'll go back into that incense shade with a pencil brush. And I actually just kind of like that. I think that looks good. I was gonna add some of that purple, but I kind of just like this. There, so that was easy. You could definitely add like that darker purple on the outer corner if you wanted to deepen it up a little bit, but I don't think it needs it. I think it looks good just with that brown shade. So let's go ahead and put some liner on. So I'm just going to use some black liner in my waterline. If you wanted to do like a pop of color to play off of this, either something that matches it or something that's kind of like complementary to it, or if you wanted to do like a cream or white eyeliner to make it nice and bright, you could definitely do that. But we're gonna keep it kind of smoky. So I'm going in with the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. Okay, and next I'm going to do brows. I am going to do some mascara, but I'm gonna come back to that. So I still haven't been able to go for my eyebrow touch-up because they close like all salons and stuff. So here I am just like trying to make it work. And I've noticed that like this one is thicker than this one, so I'm trying to like pencil it to make it even, so it's a time that we're dealing with here. Okay, good enough. So next I'm just going to go in with some clear brow gel. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into that Norvina palette and pick up Dreamer. Dreamer is like a beautiful champagne colored like highlight shade, or on the lid. It's so good, but it is like beaming. So we're gonna put that under. Okay, so I just popped that shade under my brow bone and then on the inner corner. Now before I do my mascara, I am going to set my face makeup down with the NYX Radiant Finish Setting Spray. You guys, if you are not new here, you know that I normally use the dewy finish, but I saw that they had Radiant and I was like, I'm gonna try this. I might like this more. And I used it once and it's definitely like glowier than the dewy. So if you were just looking for like a hint of like natural glow, dewy is the one you definitely want. But if you were looking like I want to shine, Radiant is the one that you want. So we're just gonna go light-handed with that. But yeah, it works, that's for sure. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with my highlight. This is the Amrezy palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and we are going to use a little more of like a champagne-y shade instead of my normal champagne pop today, because we want that very like glowy, youthful, fun skin and makeup today. So I'm going in a little lighter handed than normal just to get that glow, but have it not be like, well, girl. Okay, and then mascara, we're going to go MAC Giga Black on the lower lashes, of course. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, I will say one thing that you guys are probably thinking is my under eyes are quite bright. They are brighter than I normally have them, but that's because I was trying to match my foundation with that Sunless Tanner, and I still use the same shade of concealer that I normally use, so they are a little bright. Normally I would use a shade down, but times are tough, so we're just using what we have. All right, so lips for this look. There are a few options you can do. So I'm gonna show you a couple. First, I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl Coquette Orchid, and this is a pink metallic. Now I know what you're thinking. This may be a little too 80s for you, and that's okay. So we'll wipe that off. Now, we're gonna go a little more Barbie. This is ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Boa. Are you getting Barbie vibes? I definitely am. So let's go something more neutral. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever, what are these called? Color Matte Multi-Usage, Multi-Use Matte Pencil. Artist Color Pencil. This is in the shade Wherever Walnut. And then I'm going to go in with MAC Blankety. There we go. Much more neutral, much more wearable with a bold eye. Now, I also pulled this color for you guys. This is Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Unlocked. If you wanted a bold option that is matte, so I'll just swatch this for you. You're still gonna get the Barbie vibes with this, but it's matte. It's just like a bright but deep pink. Also, for those of you who have been wondering where is Leo, he's still here with me. He is snoring in the chair right there. If he's still sleeping when we're done, I will show you guys him. Set it down with Urban Decay All Nighter. There's my assistant hard at work. All right, you guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. It's been a minute, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and it inspires you to do some fun pops of color this spring. Everybody stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.